It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week,
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a big
throw. Left side is complete on the diving effort.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
Here's a diving catch right side. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 2. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. Oh, what a grab by Bateman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Chiefs 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the... And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 74 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. but they never did.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
56, Chiefs 28. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 42 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
63, Chiefs 35. Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following. Deep in the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Being chased out left. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 40 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I know he ain't got it. He's crashing. Hey, middle. Yeah. You got
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They go play action with Jackson. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.